All right, guys. So good news. I got my Jeep. Bad news. It's not fixed. I went up there, talked to them, and they still couldn't give me any idea on when it was going to be done, or when they were going to get the parts in, much less done. So I went up there and got it. So we get to go on the adventure of fixing it myself. I'm draining it now, and we're going to open up the diff and see what we got. So the other day when it all messed up, when I was running down the road, I drained it there in O'Reilly's parking lot, and this is the material I found. It's fairly thin, so I don't think bearing. This is really thin stuff. I'm thinking the locker, solenoid or something like that, and that's all the metal that come off the magnet there. It's got a lot, so we're gonna open it up and take a look. I'll probably pull the chunk out and everything and inspect the gears. I've got a set of 513s already, and if I can get the parts in reasonably soon or whatever, I'll just re-gear it myself and be done with it. We'll have to probably find some parts for the locker, so there's that. But we'll just have to see how this goes. We'll have to, get all our parts in a row. We got to figure out what we even need. So I'm gonna pull the chunk out here in just a minute and all that fun jazz. So y'all stay tuned for that. Okay, so we got the pulled the spare tire. Well, you can see that on this thing. I'm using the Action 4 today. Being it's going to get jostled around and all that, I didn't want to use the Pocket. So we had to pull the spare tire. Didn't have to, but it gives us a lot more room. Pulled the sway bar. Got it disconnected another way. Pull the caliper. See right there, zip tie hanging up, don't let those dangle. Got the axle out. Over there, left the drum disc combo on that one over there because whoever put that little Torx screw back in there hated me. It didn't want to come out, so I pulled everything on that one. I'll take it up to the local shop, and they got a wrench or a it looks like a giant heavy metal screwdriver that you hit the back of, and it twists as you hit it. So I'll take it up there and they'll get that out for me. So should have probably put a little, just a smidge of anti-seize on that. It would have been great. Save me a headache. And anyway, got both axles out, and this is where we're at right now. The chunk here. I'm gonna open this up, pull that out, and see what the heck is missing, or what's broke. I'm curious to what it is. The metal, like I said, it don't look like any of the. Oh yeah, I won't be able to turn it, dumbass. It's in park. I didn't take the drive shaft out yet, not until I decide if I'm going to pull the pinion out or not. But that's where we're at the moment. Taking a breather. So yeah, the seals on the end of that axle are kind of rough, especially when you can't get behind them. Like this one, I was able to use my pry bar, pop it right out. But there was no way to really get behind that disc and pry. So I mean, I eventually got it, but had to work. harder than I wanted to. But yeah, sway bar, spare tire, gives you a lot more room. You got to take the sway bar off anyway to get the chunk out, but not to get the cover off. So I'm doing that, and I'm not recording a whole lot of this because there's so many videos out there on doing re-gears and rear ends and all that stuff. If y'all want to see that, go watch somebody on it. I don't want to do a re-gear video. I don't want y'all copying me on that and then coming back and say, oh, this wasn't right, it tore mine up. So I do this at your own risk, like I'm doing. Void your own warranty. But anyway, I'm going to try to get this chunk out of here now. I got to make sure I keep the shims on the right side. So, other than that, it's coming along. There's not going to be a real good way to pull this thing out, I don't think. It's going to be quite weighty. I ain't got no cardboard to lay under here in case it slips out of my hands. But, oh well, gotta risk it for the biscuit sometimes. Okay, so if you do this yourself, make sure you keep your left stuff on your left side, right stuff on the right side. If you're wondering why I use the impact to break those loose, it's not the right side socket. Broke them loose, and then I could use that socket just to spin them out because they were real loose. How nasty it is in there. And that was fresh oil I just put in there. Alright, so you take the plug off from that side and the whole wire comes out.
Yeah, I think so.
Right. Do what?
Save hand 50. Shaking in my darkness.
Oh. Oh shit. There we go. It come out.
Can they don't yell at my ear?
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna have to have a new pinion. Anyway, there's that. So where the hell did the metal come from? Oh, shit! I figured it out. That ain't supposed to look like that. Alright, so everything nothing looks terrible in there. There's some little jagged marks on the pinion back there on the top. I'm using my phone as a light so I can't exactly point, but they're there. But I think I found the problem. This little ear right there has been ground and apparently it was rubbing, I'm assuming, the pinion. That's the only thing in there that it could have been. I think it spun or something and caught that pinion. Pinion sheared a piece off and then ran it through the gears. It's the only thing I can come up with. Alright guys, so it's been a couple of days. I took the carrier to the local shop, had them break my bolts loose for me, and cut the bearings off. Look at the races on this thing. Where's the lens? Look at that. Disregard that. That's how they get it off if they don't have a puller. This is the culprit right here. So this is part of the actuator, and that from here to here is supposed to be another arm. It looks kind of like that. It helps keep this one in there. See that lip right there? And apparently that come off in the rear end, so you can see all the fun glitter there. They come off there, and then somehow this got into the diff. I mean the pinion right there. That's where we're at the moment with it. Not sure how much more video I'm gonna get in this week because of that. Kind of at a standstill. I got a bunch of folks, a lot of good friends, and folks in the four-wheel drive industry looking for me a carrier, a locker, actuator, you know, just whatever we can get to work. And if need be, they're going to find out. A couple of them are looking into it. They're going to find out if I can just run it without the carrier. I mean, without the actuator altogether. And that might be what I have to do to make it, you know, back to overland of America. It sucked not having a locker, but, you know, learn how to wheel, I guess, and not rely on lockers, right? This, I mean, with the rest of it, it's messed up. Sets on there like that. Into those grooves. Right there. We're supposed to, that it was. And then that actuator slides on top of that and rides right here, which is also scorned because I guess all the metal. And it just pushes it in, and that engages and disengages the locker. Just like that. That's it. Real simple design. But it looks like we were worried about the actuator working as a shim, basically, or a spacer in between here, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like the bearing, that's the wrong bearing, that's for the other side, and slide on there, and it has a back, and there's nothing here that I got to worry about coming out. I am going to take apart the spider gears and all. Alright, so I got it all opened up. There he is. Metal in here, which we love that. Oh, you know what? I know what he did. Yeah, so those come out so you can take, yeah, that makes sense. Those are retainers as well as alignment. Good news is spider gears look good. They did not pick the right clothes for this today. Anyway, that's probably going to where I end it now. I'll keep y'all updated if I can do any more to it today. I doubt I do. I got some other stuff going on. I'll let you know. I'll add it in here, but that's where we're at so far, guys. Like I said, I got folks looking. It's is what it is. Part of it, I suppose. So if I don't bring you guys back until next time, simplify and God bless.